To preface this, this is a Persona poem. If you guys are Lord of the Rings fans, I am. So this is a poem about Merry and Pippin, who are two hobbits, and they get separated at one point, and this is their conversation before they have to get separated. Do you remember the stories that Bilbo used to tell? The ones about dwarves and elves, dragons and gold, spiders as big as horses, and riddles in the dark? Well, this isn't that story. I'm starting to realize that that all had some sort of lightness to it. Like with enough distance, fear loses meaning. Maybe the thing about that story was that they always had each other. They never abandoned one another, never had to watch their friends slip away into the night, never had to watch them fall to the earth. I don't know if we know that yet, but I know we will. To think that this all started from being in the wrong place at the wrong time, or maybe it was greed, or maybe karma, maybe stealing fireworks and vegetables deserves the justice of having to save the world. But I'm starting to think that all we wanted were a couple of mushrooms, and we wound up here. I seem to remember some advice about being careful on the road, about being sure to never lose your feet, or there's no telling where you might get swept off to. We certainly got swept off. Somewhere deep, somewhere unexpected. The water was over our heads before we even knew we were supposed to be swimming. It was a palpable darkness, but one that we knew had an end. Some border out there somewhere, and our only hope is that if we stumbled long enough in the right direction, we'd find our way back to some sort of understanding. But I'm starting to think that maybe the darkness doesn't end in the direction we're going. And I know that if we were to turn around, there's no way I could find my way back to the start. So thank God we weren't alone. Thank God somebody knew the way to go, but we are dropping like flies. We are the last of our kind. We don't have any family left out here. Nobody is going to believe us when we get home. Not that they really believed us there anyway, but how do you even describe what we've been through? How do you decide which details are worth telling? Do we tell them about the death? Do we tell them about evil? Or do we simply describe the view? The forests, the trees, the rivers, the fields. I miss home. And I know now that every day you lose a little bit of it. Like sand through a sieve, it falls away slowly but surely. You will try to stop it, and you will succeed, but every once in a while you'll lose focus, get distracted, and it'll start slipping again until you have nothing left to hold on to. But at least we always had each other. At least we knew that we couldn't lose everything, and then you had to look. You had to peer into some wizard's lost token. You had to see the great eye. I get it, you're curious. But why did you have to do that? Meddling in things beyond our control, attempting evil that we will never understand. Didn't you ever learn that putting your hands too close to the fire can burn more than just yourself? But now you have to leave. And for the first time, you have to leave alone. So take this, the last of the Longbottom leaf. May you remember our family, our friends, and me.